Check. All right, I think we're good. And we are here live. NFL Draft Day. The big day that we've all been waiting for. NFL Draft opening Thursday, I guess. Round one day. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Draft's
First
open.
day of the draft. For draft what?
Day one.
They say the draft is open.
The draft is opening day.
Yeah.
It's opening day, right? I mean, I can't say the draft is open because it's not open, but it's opening day. Opening night. Opening night of the draft.
There you go.
There you go. So it's opening night of the draft. Very exciting. New players, new teams, college, pros, agents, contracts, players. I said players already, right? Players, students, teachers, coaches, players. Yeah.
It all leads up to now.
So so there's gonna be some draft picks made. There's gonna be one, then there's gonna be a second one, and then the third one, and they're gonna keep going. So this is rounds 1 and 2 is tonight, right?
No, just one.
No, just one.
Oh, they just
they can only give us one at a time. You know, they got to first. Boom, let us. Then we feel good. Then they give us two. And then they give us the rest, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta ease your way into this.
No, I don't
Too
like
much.
it.
'Cause
I
it could
don't
be-
like the ease. I
people-
miss the old days when it was Saturday, Sunday, 2 days. I don't like this primetime shit. I don't like this 5-day draft shit. I don't like none of this shit. I like
'cause
it
the thing
better
is-
when it was the morning, Saturday morning it started. You had your rounds there, and then the next day, Sunday morning, you got the rest of the draft, and then that's it. That's how it should.
That was fun, though. Those are fun times.
No, it's better that way. I like it better that way because I feel like for me that way, I feel like you got a little bit. For me, I could get more excited for that because I'm getting excited because this is a little bit of a taste of a football weekend early in the day, not during football season. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like football season, you become very accustomed to, Sunday is, or obviously if you're on the East Coast, early afternoon, the day, it's a football day. You're just taking in football the whole day long. You kind of got a little drop of that in the middle of April when they used to do it that way. Now that it's prime time, it's in the middle of everything. I don't like it. If your team is good and this drafting lasts, you got to be up until fucking midnight to see who they picked. I don't like any of it.
Now I can understand that.
You don't want anybody overdosing on drafts.
The 10-day draft and the primetime draft. I don't support it, but nevertheless, here we are. So,
Merry Christmas.
are you guys naked or you got your clothes on?
I'm excited.
I usually do
naked?
I do like what was it Woody Page or I have this up top and I got nothing going on downstairs.
So it's not Woody Page, it's Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah.
All our childhood
thing.
fucking cartoons, fucking Muppet Babies, etc. But
I got like
too.
Wait, Muppet
I got like 6
Babies. Muppets don't wear clothes. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. They would.
No, but Winnie the Pooh, he's standard. He t-shirt, no top, no bottom.
Completely new, yeah.
That was his look. That's why when I want to turn a girl on, that's what I do. I rock a t-shirt, no pants. Winnie the Pooh.
Well, I go with a button. I usually go up with a button up, but
Oh, you go button up.
Ooh.
yeah, and then I tie the tie like super like long like that just so I get a little bit of coverage.
Nice.
Wow.
Like like the old days where they used the leaf. Like Adam and Eve and shit.
Adam and Eve
but
type
it's a
thing.
tie.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah,
Clever.
Mhm.
No, that's sick.
Clever,
That's how you
clever.
got to do it. That's how you got to do it. I like that.
Yeah, this just reminded me, but how many ads for like sexual devices pop up on your Twitter feed at any given moment?
On my Twitter feed, none.
I don't even go on Twitter like that. So.
Sorry, I asked. Jeez.
Yeah, that's a little.
You're not sorry you asked. You're sorry you told. Sorry you told
That's
me
your
yourself.
algorithm. That's your algorithm, bro.
Algae rhythm.
Algae
It's
Rhythm.
funny
Speaking
about
of that, he's fucking LeBron's gonna have to call Algae Rhythm to get his ass out of this series. He's gonna need fucking Don Cheadle with a shiny suit and video
right.
games to come help his ass deal with the Joker.
Yeah, I don't think it's
So
gonna.
what?
I
So
don't
what?
think.
Have you decided on who's getting picked when or whatever? You guys, you figured it all out by now, I assume. No.
No, and this is the intriguing part of the draft, man. This is the soap opera that
Mhm.
exists
What do you mean?
on the
Mhm.
This is the
Thursday
intriguing
night.
part of the draft. This has been intriguing for the last however many weeks.
Yeah, but
It
it's
has.
not done. You don't know what's going on. You got Jaden Daniels upset that they took him to Top Golf with all the other quarterbacks. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Which caused a little
Wow, that
rift.
is that's some that really gets me going. Jaden
And you got the
Daniels
odds.
complaining
You
about
got
Top Golf. Oh wow, that's
Yeah, you got
exciting
the
stuff.
odds fluctuating. Now he's minus 2,000 live to go second overall. They're
Mhm.
saying Drake May is probably going to go third now when JJ McCarthy was kind of like going in that. So the JJ McCarthy is where it gets interesting then if that's the first three because it's either going to be, is it going to be the Giants? Is it going to be the Vikings?
Mhm.
That's the interesting things going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
I'm on the edge of my seat now.
yeah.
Do either of you heavily watch and follow college football?
Not as
Uh,
much as I've been wanting to. I want to start getting more into it, but I watch the big games or whatever if I
nah, I
can.
watch I watch on Saturdays. Like not attentive. You know what I'm saying. Not, but I always got stuff. I'll pay attention to the big games too.
Okay, so 0 for 2 for answers to my questions. Sounds like.
Yes, I watch college football, but because nowadays, you know what I'm saying. Like you can't. Like I feel like nowadays you can't say that like you kind of watch something. You kind of like something. You either do or you like. You're either pressured into saying you do or you don't. It's like
No,
like
I hear you
politics. You
on
know what
that,
I'm
but I'm
saying?
not
Is
like that. I'm not like that. I'm asking a question with a purpose. I'm not trying to. I'm not
no,
trying
no, no.
to.
But that
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's why I have
No,
to. That's
I
why I
feel
have
you.
to
I know that you
respond
can,
that way.
you can be a little gun shy when you answer questions because, you know. But I'm just
Yeah.
asking because like that helps me understand the intrigue for the draft, I guess, or what you
Well,
what you get excited for, or what.
I think the other thing is like you don't have like a specific team that you like live
Well,
and die with.
that's what I don't understand. Like when you're a fan of a team, like when I have been a fan of a team, I would be excited for whoever I thought they were gonna draft or gonna have you know, the option to draft. But
Mhm.
like aside from caring about a specific team and who the team is gonna draft, or being a heavy college football watcher and follower and being a fan, following certain kids or whatever and wanting to know where they go. I'm just trying to
Yeah, I
understand
think
the.
for me it's more just the NFL, just seeing the kids go to their dreams and fucking and how they're gonna make what team better, or what the teams themselves feel that they need, you know what I mean, or what what I mean. It's dope, and I feel like recently too, we've been having a lot of teams that do real well during the draft, and I don't know, it's just intriguing and that to the point where you're excited for the draft. I woke up today. I'm like, I'm not even going to work today, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
Stay home.
my son just came back. I told him to come back down in 20 minutes because he's super into this shit too now.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just something. I don't know. I think it's something like because when I originally got into the draft, I did like college football, and like that kind of like ushered me into it, and I guess it's just now obviously time wise it's like even these days it's crazy enough like with all these games going on it's hard like with kids and family and all that shit, but it's still especially because it does happen in the fall, the end of the summer. So Saturdays is kind of days that you kind of have to have family obligations. So I feel like that's what kind of holds me back from watching the college football more so, like more than less than I would like to. But the draft is just kind of like an extension from it's more like something that you like to see, like uh how it translates, like how you know this kid was good here. Is he going to be good? I don't know. I guess it's almost like I guess it's the same intrigue as, like, for example, back in the day when you played The Sims, or like a creative player, where it's like you kind of like follow. It's almost like a life. It's almost like a life story. You kind of see developing, like, you see like this, especially when it goes to like your team, or if you want that player to go to your team, it's like you almost see it's like, yo, I knew he was nasty. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. I feel like that's kind of like where the attachment is. It's not like, I don't know. It's people like it for different reasons. I think that's my reason, like more so than like, evaluating and like trying to see which players go where. Like that's intriguing to me, but honestly, it's more about like, yo, this player was good here. I think he's better than that. Like how does he get better? Like what does he end up doing? Like almost just like a Pokemon. You know what I'm saying?
That's an ill way to put it. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Who reaches the potential? What team makes them better? And it's just dope, man. It's just dope. I remember we used to go to back in when it was in the city. Oh, what is that shit?
Music
What's it
City,
called?
Radio City.
Radio City. Oh yeah, we used to go over there, and that shit was dope, man. And but now they moving around and shit. It's a different game, but it's dope, man. It's definitely dope.
I
Um,
mean, and you can see what the crowds look like. And, yo, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, I'm saying, like,
no, that's
I like
crazy.
this shit a lot, right? But I'm not. I don't see myself going to something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I consider
Yeah,
myself
that's
a big
bad.
draft fan. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
bad.
Like,
Yeah.
Why is
I
that?
agree. I agree. It's too much.
yeah, I don't know.
It's too what?
It's too much. I think. Like I remember, like I like the fact that you get to sit down and at and at the music city hall, you used to sit down. You know what I'm saying? There'll be a lot of people and yeah, you cheer, but this is more like you standing up the whole time and
It's like going
I
to
don't
a
know.
Oh,
concert.
so
It's like
it's
going
too
to a
much just because you
concert.
don't feel like standing. That's why it's too much.
No,
That's
but
what
it's
I'm
Yeah,
like
hearing.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like going to a
I'm
concert
hearing it's
that
too
that
much. It's too much standing.
Hell yeah, for fucking the whole draft and I don't know. That's my take on it. I don't know. It looks a little crazy, a little too hectic. Even though it
yeah, and
used to be
especially,
hectic, but this is more like
but it was more civilized. It was like watch. It was like at a like watching a play. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
Y'all
just
both
like
sound old as
what?
fuck, my nigga. Y'all both sound old as fuck, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Back then it was civilized. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. I say
Wow.
that to myself a lot.
That's crazy. I can't be going to the draft. As excited as y'all niggas are for the draft, I can't go because I can't stand. It's too much. It's not uncivilized. Oh my god. The niggas sound
Hey,
ancient.
some things are better. Some things are better taken in at home. Oh, you know what I mean? You sit
Yeah,
down, relax,
when
you
you're
grab your
old.
little.
When you're old, yes, you're right. When you're old.
I guess I've been old for a while now. I like the atmosphere. Even going to the games is a little like I can't be a season ticket holder. Like I like
yeah,
some I like taking the game in at home once in a while.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's it's kind of similar. It's like I don't like like sporting events have turned like adversarial. It's like, yo, like you go into a like back in the day, like those parties back in the days where you went and you don't know, like there's people that you don't like or don't like you, where you got to be like kind of, looking over your shoulder and like kind of paying attention and shit like that. Like that's what going to games now feels like. Even like honestly, I don't even like the same fans that are rooting for the same team as me. You know what I'm saying? Because like people just don't know how to act. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I get mad, and you know, like I don't like being in that position where it's like I don't I'm like tight. Like there's no reason if I'm going out, like I'm not trying to be tight. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they used to say with Chris Rock's um what was it Chris Rock the with his music video the No Champagne where he's like you paid all this money to come in here and you know be like look for a fight and all that shit. Like, yo, come on, man. Like it's the same to me. It's the same shit. Like people are
Right.
just stupider now. I think back in my day
Yo,
they weren't that stupid.
yo, I have back in my day. Yo, one story. I remember this shit, and I don't know if Georgie's watched or whatever, but I remember we went to one of the drafts. I forgot what year it was, and there was a dude that was like, I'm Giants, George's Jets, so we were like right in the and kind of in between like the Giants Jet section, whatever. So there was this dude that when the Giants pick came and the camera would come, this motherfucker was like, "Yeah, holding the camera, wilding out, yeah." Then the motherfucking Jets would come up, and this motherfucker would take off his jersey and put on a fucking Jets hat, and
Oh, come
fucking
on.
yeah, I swear to God, just to be in the front of the camera.
Should be
So then
illegal.
the Giants fans like wouldn't let him back in, like, nah, get the fuck out of here. And then at the end, like, mad sad, like, guys, can I just, I'll keep the Jets close.
Yeah,
And he
come on.
stays on with the Jets. And he'd be like, come on, fuck him. And they let him on. That shit was so funny, man. So fucking funny, bro. But anyway,
Yeah, man, I can't, man.
let's
I
get
can't
into
with people.
some, get into some draft
People
talk
do that
here.
shit at games.
That's crazy, right?
I mean,
That's so bugged out to me.
but I don't see that. See that that's scary to me
Scary.
because
Why
yeah,
is it? I
because it's
mean,
like,
bro.
what is the like? No, no, no. I mean,
No,
just
no,
like
what? I
what
didn't
is
even
the
say
sense?
anything.
No, 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 because you would, you know, you did this thing where it's like you were trying to understand what I'm saying, but like I just feel like the person who feels the need to do something like that, like, what is it for? Like, just hyper analyzing it. Like, what issues does this person have? Do they like? Do they not get enough attention? Do they? Are they?
Their
You
issues are the
know,
same issues that every fan of a sport has. That they want to feel a part of something, a community. That's the same issue that everybody, including you, with all the Jets
I
green,
think
has. That is a fan of
no,
the
no, no,
team.
no. But actually not being a fan and doing and just being like, you know, doing the two like changing your clothes and all that shit. Like, you want to be a part. Like, you're trying to be. You're not actually a fan. You're trying to be a
Yeah,
part of
but
something.
half these people aren't really fans anyway. It's just to be a part of something. They're just finding
yeah,
a different, a different way to do it. But there's plenty of people that go to fucking games and wear jerseys and cheer that are not fans. They're just trying to double dip and do it both in the same game. I mean,
facts.
it doesn't. I'm not saying that everybody should do it. I'm just saying I don't know why it got to be scary, or it's like this person has some sort of psychological developmental problem that other people don't have.
It's troubling
I
to
just
say the least.
assume it's the same desire that anybody becomes a fan of a sport team has. They're trying to fill the same hole in their heart that we're all trying to fill.
Mm,
Maybe.
sure.
Anyway,
But I just said that I don't like going to sports and I end up hating the people that root for the same team. So I don't know. Maybe me, not personally. That's you know what I'm saying. Like that's not.
yeah,
I do it for the love of the game, not for the love
yeah.
of people.
There you go.
Was that a Spreewell? Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think about?
man.
What do you think about the Knicks tonight, man? I don't know.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one, man. I
Oh,
think.
everybody's got skin in the game today, man. We got the Islanders going on right now too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you
You got
feel,
the Jazz.
Bobby? How do you feel about that? How that ended? That game ended on when was it? Was it Tuesday?
Which
The
game?
Knicks.
Or
The Islanders Hurricanes.
yeah,
I knew it was gonna end that way.
Yeah.
So like it didn't surprise me. Only thing that pissed me off was the fucking was the um was the empty netter at the end because that made me lose a bet that I had a parlay that I had Islanders, and like I've mentioned before, I never ever try to do that. I just did it because I was trying to put in I was trying to use this boost. And I was trying to put in a quick parlay real quick, and I was just like, you know what, man, like it's playoffs. I was like, maybe I'll dial it back. You know, it's more likely that you're gonna have tighter games, playoffs. More likely that I feel like you'll go to overtime. So I didn't mind taking um, taking it on the puck line because I figured if anything, maybe they'll go to overtime and I'll cash. But obviously, and it was just annoying because I had everything else hitting in that parlay, and then I wasn't even watching the game because I was watching the Knicks game. Like I had them on two separate TVs. And I was keeping an eye on it, and I'm like, okay, 3-1. I'm like, my bet is good, and then like it wasn't, so that kind of annoyed me. But like I had just from watching the game, it seemed like they just were not dominating the puck at all, and it just seemed like they were going to lose that game. I mean, I didn't even think that they were going to really have any chance in the series. I thought maybe they'll pull a game out. I don't know why they didn't start Sorokin. I don't know what kind of beef Wah has with Sorokin, but like, I mean, it's amazing how these goalies they go from the man to garbage in such a like you know what I mean it's not like football where like you know a guy who's a quarterback who wins an MVP like. It's rare that a guy will go from being an MVP caliber quarterback to getting benched in a playoff game. Like you're never that's not something you're gonna see.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like in every other sport, it's if you have two of these, that means you have none. But in hockey, like you need two, but
Well, it
usually
does
they
kind of
don't.
mean the same thing in hockey. Only the Bruins are trying to do some creative shit, but for the most part, I mean, you want to have a good backup goalie, but it's not often that teams are flip flopping goalies and trying to pull what the Bruins are trying to pull right now.
Yeah, I mean more so it's like because in hockey, I guess. I mean, I'm not pretending to be an expert or whatever, but it just seems like sometimes they'll give another goalie a run just so to
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
they'll
say
definitely
if
roll
it's
with a
a
hot hand for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, like even if it's not your starter, they'll roll with the hot. I mean, the Rangers did that last year. The Rangers were having problems with
Yeah,
Igor.
and put quick,
Like
and then you
he
saw,
he was
but
having a meltdown against the Penguins. So they needed to sit him down. But like they'll roll with a hot hand, but it won't even be. No team is like trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
yeah,
there's
actually,
teams
it's
that are
not like a
trying to have
strategy.
like they're not trying to be like, oh, let's load up on this second goalie. Like if they like everybody wants to have a quality second goalie, and then depending on what the disparity is between your first goalie and your second goalie, if your second goalie is hot, you'll just roll with him. But if you have like a marquee, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's just weird how it's not unusual for like them to take a guy who, like for instance, the guy with the Bruins won best goalie award last year,
Hmm.
and he's still there, and they're just like, nah, we're just gonna keep flip flopping, fuck it. Like you're not gonna start every game. We're just gonna keep rolling with it, and just like Sorokin had a great year, and now he didn't start the first two games of their playoff series. So I don't know. It's just weird. I'm still kind of learning how that shit goes too. But it's just there's so many things about hockey that are just way different than every other sport. That it's just
Yeah,
wild. It's wild.
is it like built different?
To me, the craziest thing about hockey, different than every other sport, is that people. I don't want to say people don't complain about the refs at all, but it's not nearly what it is in any other sports. And the refs are so much more important in hockey than in any other sport. Like, I mean,
Yeah, everything moves
the
so much
power
quicker.
play is built into the game where you lose a player on the ice. Like, could you imagine if you fucking have a pass interference and they're like, all right, you got to finish this drive with 10 men? Like, do you know
Yeah.
how important every single call would be and how scrutinized every, you know what I mean, NFL ref would be, even more so than they are now? But meanwhile, like, fucking in hockey, it's just like, okay, penalty, go sit down. Like,
Two
like, it's
minutes.
such a huge play, such a huge significant part of the game and part of the sport that they be pulling niggas off the ice and you got to play down a man and you don't get a fraction of like the conversation and the breaking down of a call. It's just like the ref makes the call, they just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like it's just that
Oh, and
coming
the
from
and,
other
and the Jets
sports, that's
score a
just
power
crazy
play
to me.
touchdown.
Yo, for real, like coming from other sports, like that shit is just crazy to me. The idea that like in these big fucking playoff games, it could be a game, you know, whatever, third period tied, you know, tied zeros or tied at ones, and you know, a ref calls a fucking penalty, and now whatever team, you know, got the penalty is at a huge disadvantage for however long, and you don't hear about people making a big deal about these calls. Like you might hear the next day a hockey podcast, or if they're casually talking about, they'll be like, "Oh, well, what did you think of that call? You know, in the third period." Like they'll be like, "Yeah, you know, I don't know, it was on the line, or I didn't agree," and like they'll say that, but it doesn't become like this. You don't, you know, fucking, you got the Sixers protesting the games and all this shit. Like you don't get that in hockey, and that shit is just that is the craziest thing of all to me. But
Oh
I've
yeah.
been
Yeah.
saying for a minute that like, yo, fucking, I know that it would never happen, but yo, soccer would be so much doper if they had power plays. It would be so much iller.
It would
They're
open the
basically
game
the
up,
same
no?
sport, huh?
It would open the game up, no?
Yeah, I
No.
mean, I guess you would have to, you know, you would have to change a lot of things for it to really make sense. Probably make the pitch smaller.
Too
But
much
like, you
space.
know how like when you have, you know, when you have a big time soccer tournament game and there's two, you know, the yellow cards become so much more significant and red card obviously the most significant, you lose a player for the rest of the match. But if instead of having it that you, because that's kind of fucked up, because like if you're in a big fucking World Cup game and the ref calls a fucking red card and you lose the player for the rest of the match, you ruin the game essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like if
Yeah.
they had power plays and it's like, yo, you know, if you have a dirty tackle or a bad foul, you know, we're gonna give you a yellow card. We're gonna pull you off the, you know, off the field for fucking 5-10 minutes and let your team try to score rather than having the red cards and shit like that. Like that shit would be ill. I think that would make soccer way better. You would have more
That would
scoring.
be
It'd be
super ill.
like it would be more intriguing, like to just see how people strategize. Like, okay, we got five, you know, because like you even see how teams strategize when there's a red card. You know, they set up the wall. They're trying to hold down, like, you know, they don't want to allow any more scoring and just try to salvage a tie or whatever the fuck they're trying to do, depending on what the score is in soccer. But if they've had regular dudes coming on and off the field for penalties and shit like that, and you had like, you know, you had like a good. Because, like, what the best thing to me in soccer is when there's, like, an aggressive attack, when a fucking team is trying to attack and, you know, goalie's trying to make saves or whatever for, like, a good 5 minutes. If you were to get that because of, like, a power play type of situation in soccer, that shit would be dope. But that's just me. I know
Well,
it'll
Yeah,
that
it
never
would
just seems like
happen, but that shit would be
it
hard.
would help just in terms of like having fresh like people fresh all the time, like because that's the other thing about hockey is like you know they set up different lines, like for example
And
there's
that's
a
the other
power play.
crazy thing about how little of a time they spend. Like, you're right. It's like the opposite in fucking soccer, how, like, you only get whatever. I know they changed it recently, but you get 3 subs, whereas in hockey you get fucking 3 seconds. Like the motherfuckers be coming on and off the ice 20 times a
Mhm.
game. So like that shit is such a different thing, too. Like, and that's one
I
of the
did see a
things that I'm
penalty
really.
though. I
Say
did see a
again.
penalty though the other day, in the Rangers game when I guess they didn't get off fast enough, like
I
on a
saw that
switch
in
on
the.
a.
Oh, was that the Rangers game? I thought it was a different game I was watching, but
It might have been a different. It might have been a different game because I've been having it on in the background.
yeah, the
So
too many
yeah,
men.
yeah.
But that's one of the things that I'm like, as I've watched hockey much more, that I've realized is that the TV, part of the reason why I think hockey's not as popular as it could be is because they don't really do the TV product properly. Like, they need to reimagine the entire programming product, where the cameras are, what you're seeing, because like the way that they just follow the puck all the time, you miss a lot of what's going on in the middle of the ice with dudes coming on and off and the shifts and all that shit. Like, if you don't know hockey, like, it took me a while to really even understand what the fuck is going on, because you don't see all these motherfuckers coming on and off the ice all the time. Like that shit's such a crucial part of the game that never makes the broadcast.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like they do need to figure that out. I mean, it has gotten better by all accounts, just with ESPN taking over and ABC and stuff. But um, how like what would the plan be for that? Because a lot of it is like selling the excitement of the speed and all that would be the thing that kind of leads to more people wanting to watch it. But it's like, you can't have somebody in the control room, like, even if you have stationary cameras, like in certain corners and angles and stuff like that. It's like
No, they can do it. I've seen different camera angles that capture more, because it's really a subtle difference. Because like, if you watch a hockey game, when the puck is on either end near the nets, like, if you just look at the screen and you see like what percentage of the screen is ice and action on in the game, and what percentage of it is just like the crowd,
Yeah.
you're getting like fucking 60% crowd
Yeah.
whenever the shit is near the net. It's really would just be a subtle zoom out, and like, because I've seen people take different angles where you can capture a little bit, where you can both capture the net, and you can still get a good portion of the middle of the ice, because then you can see way more shit happening. Because, like, I mean, like, this is such a crucial part of the game when dudes come on and off the ice and they do the shift chains and shit like that, and like, you don't ever see that. And I guess if you know hockey very deeply, then you can anticipate a lot of that stuff, but it makes it very difficult for somebody who doesn't already know the game, or you've never played it, you know what I'm saying, to really kind of get into the flow of it and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Eye level, like eye level camera, because I feel like the angles are just too high up, like too aerial. Like,
I saw
as a
somebody posted a photo of, I don't know where they got this photo from, but it was from, I don't know if it was from an alternate broadcast or something like that, where they had a different angle where there was a lot more of the ice was captured, and you could see a lot more of the shift changes and shit like that. Damn, but I don't know. I gotta find the photo. But I was like, yo, that if that was the angles you were getting, like, it would be a lot more easy. It would be a lot easier to pick up the game. But yeah,
yo,
what can you do?
have you seen the money that wide receivers are getting paid? Do you see how much money? First of all, how much money Ross St. Brown got, and AJ Brown just got an extension with Philadelphia.
I
Nah,
saw
I
them
didn't
on
see
Ross
that.
St. Brown got an extension.
Well, they just, he was the highest paid wide receiver for about 24 hours, because AJ Brown just got $32 million for 3 years
When it comes
each.
to NFL contracts, these shits are so convoluted that I kind of, it's all become like white noise to me when they talk about the numbers, because like, so much of it is what's guaranteed, and there's all kinds of different clauses, and I don't know, man. Like, for me, I
Yep.
just, I can't. And so many of them, like, the teams always have so many different outs and so many different kind of creative ways to kind of restructure and all this shit. So like, to me, like, at this point, when I hear that a contract has been announced, like, I'm just like, okay, they're with that team I look at it no matter really how many years it is. I usually look at it like, okay, it's whatever. Like that means they'll be with them for like 2 3 years, but beyond that, it doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is a 3-year extension, so it's like, like I usually agree with you, like with the larger contracts, but this being a shorter extension, I would imagine kind of like concentrates those numbers, and it's not like as easy to kind of like wiggle room out of it, like especially back in the day, like where like it was just like phony baloney money. Like I feel like these are like, especially when you make it a shorter contract where um the money has to be in that span. So I don't know. It just
And
seems
also the
like the wide
contract
receiver.
and also since they're renegotiating, I feel like they're renegotiating. Since they're doing these TV packages and the cap goes up, like it doesn't really matter. Like you can like they can announce a contract today, and I can absorb whatever the player is making annually, and I can forecast like, okay, this is how it's going to impact the cap. This is how much they're going to be able to do around them. But if the deal is a 3 year deal, and next year the cap is gonna go up because they're gonna sign some fucking deal with Amazon or some shit that the cap is gonna go up, then it throws off everything that I thought I understood when that contract was signed. So it's
Yeah,
too
yeah, no,
much. I don't really
I feel,
follow it.
yeah, I feel you on that. Like, but it's almost that's always the thing where it's like you should you should always sign people earlier, because the earlier you sign like star players, the less they're gonna cost you like down the line, because the contracts
Earlier in
oh
terms
are
of like earlier before their contract is up.
yeah, exactly. Just because it's like who like how is Amon like what money is Justin Jefferson gonna get? When you see Amon-Ra St. Brown getting 30 million, and he's good. He's a very good wide receiver. I'm not trying to like diminish what his skills are, but he's not he can't take over a game.
So what?
No, I'm just saying, like I'm just saying, like forecasting, like what is somebody like Justin Jefferson going to be able to get? Like, where's it going to go?
Yeah, but I feel like that's with everything. Like that's been going on. Like what's Justin Jefferson gonna get? Okay, and then in 3 years, what's Roma Dunze gonna get? It was just this is an endless cycle. This has been going on since Joe Flacco raped the Ravens after he won that Super Bowl. Like we've been talking about this whole, oh well, Eli Manning signed this huge contract with the Giants. Oh, what's this person gonna be worth? I feel like that conversation has been happening my whole life, following football and understanding what the contracts are, and that's why I say like when it was Flacco, when it was Eli, when it was all these dudes, every time you always kind of look at it like, oh, that person, that's so much money. That person it's just because they're the next one up. They're not really worth that, or they're not really the equivalent of whatever value you see for that. But then in 2 years, when the cap gets affected because of a new deal gets signed or because a new person comes in, it just keeps going and going and going. Like this shit is an endless cycle. So like that's why I don't even really I'll loosely pay attention to it on a year to year basis. But anytime these extensions or contracts are announced, that shit just doesn't mean anything to me, because it's like Amon-Ra St. Brown. It was like, okay, are we gonna keep him or are we not gonna keep him? Are we gonna keep him? It's gonna cost this. It don't matter what you
Yeah,
even
true.
think of him. You know what I mean? It don't even really matter what
Like
you think of him.
the price is the price.
Exactly. It's like the only people
Like,
the only ones that fucked that up was the Browns with the whole Deshaun Watson situation. But I feel like they
that's
very
the only
quickly
wrong contract.
recalibrated. They very quickly recalibrated all the subsequent contracts.
It's like this is
The
not
owners, I
Jamaica
think, had
Ave
a
where you
little
could go
wink
to the
wink
next
deal. Like, yeah, we're
the
not
next
gonna use
dude
that precedent. Fuck that.
the next dude selling the white tees for $1 cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to pay what they cost.
Yeah, I mean, Jefferson will be the next one that's up for contract, and then it's gonna be Chase,
Mm.
and it's just
That's why
gonna keep
it's almost
going.
like you should wait. Like
Yeah.
instead of
But that's the thing. But that's the argument because right, because like you look at it and you just finished saying like it's better to sign early, and in most cases it is. But then it's like in but that's why that's why the whole GM game is like that's why these GMs get killed for if they sign a guy and then he doesn't if they sign a guy early, then it's, oh well, you didn't have to sign him, that you could have waited, and like if it doesn't work out, right? But then if you don't sign a guy and he ends up like Kirk Cousins raping the budget and then bouncing on you, then you're an asshole. So you know what I mean? Like there's really no win. It doesn't. There's no real strategy. It's just get it right. You know what I mean? You can't be like,
yeah,
okay, well, my philosophy is I'm gonna sign guys early, or my philosophy is like. That's why when I hear these, that's why when I hear like I know the Steelers are notorious for like, oh, we don't sign guys with a year left on the contract or whatever the fuck
he's
kind
like, all
of
right, fine, and pay
rules that
extra.
they think that they have. And like to me, when it comes to this shit, if you're a good GM, you don't have rules. You know what I mean? You just know math, and you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah,
Like, cause every
feel it in
every
the air.
situation is different, every position is different. You know what I mean? Every team and just the roster construction is gonna be different. Like, I remember when fucking Pat Mahomes signed his extension. It was like, yo, oh my god, it's such a big contract, this and that. Now that shit is a bargain, and that shit was not even that
Mm.
long ago.
You see what's going on in this Philadelphia Sixers game? Philadelphia's trying to, do some of the street stuff early.
Yo,
You got
why it sound like a New Yorker? Why it sound like they in New York? And beat sucks. And beat sucks.
oh, for real? No, because I have it on mute. I mean, I guess not obviously, as you could hear it. But I saw a lady doing the crying
Yeah, the
because
crash.
you got Kyle Lowry up to his shenanigans as always, smacking
Yeah.
DiVincenzo in the head for a flagrant, and then you have
And beat.
Embiid doing his sneaky stuff, and getting an offensive foul called.
So,
When
speaking of that, are you gonna apologize for that horrendous Maxi take that you had?
hold on.
Which one is
For,
that?
that he wasn't a superstar, is that one right?
I mean, it was beyond he's not a superstar, but go ahead.
No, come on. I tried to explain it to you because it was similar to that's what I was. My thing was he was similar to like Shy, like you know what I'm saying. But obviously he's there. He's almost
You're
there.
gonna hold on to this Shy, right? You're not gonna give him
No,
Shea
but what
Gilgis. It's gonna be Shy, right?
Shy?
Seems
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
Shy.
very
It's not
committed to
Shay.
Shy.
Yeah, yeah. His mama called him. His mama named him Shy. I'm gonna call him Shy.
Okay. His mom didn't name him Shy, but we'll play along. But what? No, that wasn't. I don't remember those two conversations being the same. I just remember
It was
you
similar.
just dismissing Maxi like, he's all right, and me having to tell you like, no, Maxi can fucking play, and you were pushing back on that. And I think now it's time because he's been clearly through
No,
the first
no,
two games of the series, he's been the best player on the court, and it's really not close. So I
no.
think
Yeah.
I think that there is
So this is
a
what
check in order, a remix.
reasonable human beings reasonable human beings see what happens, and then they either say yes, that it changed, or they could dig in because they want to feel like they're always right, never wrong. He's he's proven like he's stepping it up. This is when you're supposed to step it up,
No,
and he
but
stepped
he's
it up.
not
So
stepping it up. He's good. This is who he is.
Yeah.
yeah,
You,
but
It's
you know
not
this
that
what's
he's
it's a
funny?
stepping
different,
it up. My
but
whole point is just
it's a
that, like,
different
I just
level.
feel like you didn't. I don't know that you watched enough Sixers basketball. Like he's special. He's not just some guy who's having a moment. He's not stepping it up. He's good.
No, he's good. I mean, I don't know. I can agree. He's nasty, but my point was to that point where, like, when Joel Embiid went out and he was the Lone Ranger. You know what I'm saying? The team. You saw what happened to the team,
I
and
saw what
obviously
happened
I
to the
know.
team is that the team made the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. He
Come
didn't
on,
play that
what?
game.
Come on, what? He lost.
But they were going.
The
You need
team
to
was
inject one of
without the
these clowns,
MVP of
man.
the league, and he still took them to the playoffs. What do you mean? Come on.
Yeah. Well, he's about to be without the MVP again because I don't know what Joel Embiid thinks he's doing right
He's
here.
wilding. They need
Yeah,
to
he's
get rid of him. They need to get him out. They need to kick him out. But eject that clown.
Yeah, for
Crazy.
real.
Him.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he's trying to hurt motherfuckers, bro.
Mitchell Robinson's leg like while he was on the floor.
Yo, yo, come on, son.
They've done like these ref reviews. There's been 3 in the last 3 or 4 game minutes.
Yo, I know. I'm watching the game.
You're trying to hurt us. Yo, let me tell you
I thought maybe you had to draft him.
Yo, Maxey is Max in Philly. Maxey's the guy. It's not even Embiid anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, like Philly fans will tell you.
Strong, but
you see,
I'm just
you go one way, I go one way, he goes the other, and we end up in the middle with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just telling you because, you know, I fuck with a lot of Philly dudes, and actually, before the playoffs started, I texted my man from Philly because we're doing an album together.
Oh no! Like, in terms of as far as the fans go, yeah, the fans they love Maxey, and there's a lot of them that are on the fence about Embiid. But I mean, if we're talking
it disappears too much for them.
Embiid is he's still the best player.
I got you.
Speaking of
good.
Speaking of defense, Embiid needs to get on defense because my man's camping out at that around the 3-point line. He had like the last couple games.
I want him to keep him there. Let him keep shooting them.
No, but down low he gets more in like foul trouble and
that's
you know what I'm saying, like that type of thing. That's more like obviously what I want to have.
Foul trouble this game. This is going to be a very Sixers friendly whistled game.
Well, it doesn't seem so far.
If you're hoping that
they're doing too much. That's
exactly. They're doing too much. But after all that shit, this is the way the NBA works, my nigga. This is how it works. After all the shit that happened, all the controversy and the 2-minute report, all that shit. Next game, Sixers at home down 0-2. They're gonna get the love of the whistle. That's just the way the NBA works. It's not a discussion. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Philly keeps focusing on this, let's be the more physical and not really play their game, they're going to fucking lose today.
Yeah,
well, they're going to lose anyway. The Knicks have already taken them out of their game. They're going to lose. I mean, are we talking about the series or are we talking about the game?
No, today, the games.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should win today, but if they're clearly out of sorts, then they're going to be in big trouble. But I think that if they lose this game, the series is over. So that's why I'm just like, this is going to be their, this is going to be their last stand. They're not, this is going to be their best shot that they have to win the game. If they lose this game, the series is over, and I think they know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they came out in this game trying to be OD aggressive,
playing the tough guy role.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they're.
But again, that's not their game, so that's a good sign for us,
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's not their game, and that's like the Knicks got them out of whatever they have completely taken them out of whatever they're trying to do, and plus Embiid is not healthy, so he's not able to do what he's trying to do anyway.
Yeah, he's definitely not healthy. And now Robinson doesn't look too healthy himself, you know what I mean?
I mean, these fucking big men, bro, they can't. I don't know.
That's why they got to stick to what the 90s were, bro. Post game only. Now they trying to juke motherfuckers their ankles and joints ain't for that, bro. And BB, when he healthy, and BB looking like a fucking Anunnaki playing point guard.
Like who?
Like a Greek guy, like a giant fucking Nephilim playing point guard.
Yeah, but he's too often not healthy. I mean, like.
Yeah, and that's why the Philly fans is kind of like on that Maxey train.
No, yeah, he's very easy to root for, like, because because he plays every day, like he's not he doesn't really do too much that's like that the fan base wouldn't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, he definitely warrants the love.
No, and
he's
you can
he's almost like their Brunson.
Yeah, because you could
Yeah.
see the difference, man, between like the post game, um, the post game that Joel Embiid did, where when he looked like a loser, head down, muttering, like saying confident stuff, but not looking confident saying it. Between like the way that, opposed to the way that Tyrese Maxey was like, yeah, they got us. What are we gonna do? Like, we just got to keep doing our thing. Like that's exactly the way you should be thinking, not like not the way Embiid like that like Maxey shows that he has the mentality, like and has that star mentality where it's like, yo, he's not gonna be blaming stuff on anybody else. Like he's just like, yo, I gotta do better. Even though he might think it, you know what I'm saying? But like he's not gonna put that out there because he's not gonna make excuses.
You see who came out, who's out there in the draft, bringing all the
Yeah,
lines out.
yeah. You got Eminem, you got Calvin Megatron, you got Amon Ra looking like 30 million.
You
Golf.
know what's crazy? Yo, this is the first. This is this generation. This is the generation where they're trying to cater to the adults more than they
Yeah.
are to the kids, bro. Fucking X-Men '97 is clearly not for kids. Fucking
Oh, I told you.
the draft is fucking catering to fucking adults. Like, it's fuck, I mean, kid adult, like in a kidly way. You know what I mean? Like it's funny as fuck, man.
Nah, but this is great,
Fuck,
man. Like, you build the bond. You know what I'm saying? You don't like, because for example, like the NBA, they do a great job. Like the people with the NBA, they do a great job of trying to separate everything. Where it's like, oh yeah, back in my day, you couldn't play like this.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like my era was better. It's like, yo, in football, it just seems like, yo, obviously it's almost like they understand that people are smarter than like than the NBA wants to give you credit for. Like the NFL, like we know that the game is different. Like everybody, like there was like somebody like Barry Sanders. He was a superstar. If
You
he was in
talk
the
of
game now, if he was in the game now, he'd be crazy. He'd be like a video game. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? But you don't have to tell us that. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA, you always got people like the older players trying to tell you how their game was better. Like it was better when they played, or like you couldn't do that in the 90s or the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So where it's almost like they're trying to separate the eras. Like just because like Luca is good now, he couldn't play back then.
Yeah, it's a shame because like I feel like the NBA whatever broadcasters or the ex players who do NBA, the most prominent ones are like that, and they're the ones that get the most, get talked about the most. But there's a lot of past NBA players that talk a lot of basketball that are not like that. It's just the ones.
Yeah,
It's just the
the
Shaqs
ones that
and the
they put on the
Barkleys
TV.
and they haven't. The ESPN I think actually has done a better job of getting a more modern NBA voice. They just got to get rid of Stephen A. Smith. He's dragging everything down.
Mhm.
Like whenever he's not there, like when it's him and Mike Wilbon and all these dudes, get out of here. But like when it's not him, when they have younger cats talking basketball,
Like my man, Big Perk.
I mean even
Watch
he, I
out.
mean he's a cartoon, he's silly, but like he at least he's not necessarily he doesn't
What you
always
mean
have that
silly? What
same
you better
pack of
you better watch how
that
you
same
speak on
tape.
Big Perk name.
Big perk.
No, but I find him very entertaining. Like even though I know like when the cartoonish stuff that he does say, it's still the way he delivers it is pretty funny. Like
No, he's
some
hilarious.
No, but you know what? It's like like when Stephen H. Orange and blue skies, baby, orange and blue skies. Like that's just corny. You know what I'm saying? No, like
Yeah,
stop
but
being.
Stephen A. He's just been on TV too long without doing anything to freshen up his gimmick. Like his gimmick, he's been doing the same shtick for fucking like 30 years. Like shit has long dried up and gotten old. Like I can predict what Stephen A. is gonna say before he even says it. Like he has those same go-to lines, and it's just not like it's funny because I feel like I feel like there's a point where you get so old that going to the same lines works and makes sense, and nobody takes you serious, and it's just funny. But I feel like he hasn't gotten there yet. I feel like he's still got like I feel like Stephen A. in like 20 years with a podcast where he's just playing the hits, that might be funny. But right now, where I just see him everywhere, and like ESPN props him up as like the voice that matters when it comes to everything, it's just like nah, like the way Mad Dog does it, like nobody takes him, or at least most people who know his shit, they don't take him seriously. They know that he's gonna go up there and he's gonna give you fucking koozie, and that's what he's gonna do, and that's what he does, like. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like people get it. You know what I mean? And he gets it. He's being funny. Like he knows he's being funny. Like nobody, like people who take him seriously, they're just playing themselves because he's in on the joke.
Like the
You know
joke's
what I
on
mean?
you, yeah.
Yeah, like he's in on the joke. If you're gonna get all riled up about something that he says, then you're just being a fool.
Yeah, because like even with the, because that's the thing about Stephen A. He thinks that everything he says is gospel. Like no matter where he says it, no matter what topic he's talking about, and you see how he kind of stepped in it. I don't. You saw like with his comments about black people and Trump, like this
Well,
over
yeah,
the
weren't we
weekend.
just saying how long is it gonna be? We just had that show like a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago when we were
yeah,
like, yo, this motherfucker on his left to his own devices on this YouTube shit. It's only gonna be a matter of time before he steps into it bad. And he's just getting closer and closer every day by day, week by week. They're like, I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take, but I just feel like it's gonna come just because he and his ego and hubris combined with how much he means to ESPN, that shit is eventually gonna come to a head. Like especially given the fact that he now thinks that he is the the expert on literally everything.
Well, yeah, because remember when he's doing what he accused John Tortorella of doing, where he thought this isn't the United States of Tortorella.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's the United States of Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Smith.
Smith. Exactly.
Phenomenal.
I don't know if I feel good about the Knicks leading going into going into the second. Like
I know I don't feel good about it because that doesn't go with my bet, but it's the first quarter they've won this series.
Yeah, they look real confident right now though. The Knicks.
Yeah, I've never seen Kyle Lowry agree with a call. Kyle Lowry.
I've never seen any NBA player agree with a call. I know you have this fucking obsession with Kyle Lowry and how much you hate him. I've never seen any NBA player agree with a call. Stop.
Kyle Lowry takes it to another level. If you disagree,
of course he does.
Okay. Thank you.
What do you mean if I disagree? I don't think he takes it to another level.
Did you see the last play? First of all, he had two plays that were ridiculous.
I'm not gonna have. Fine, yes, he takes it to another level because you're so emotional about it. There's no conversation to be had with you. So go ahead, have fun.
Because it doesn't matter what team he's on. He's ridiculous.
Yes, it does matter what team he's on. If he was on the Knicks, it wouldn't be nearly this.
No, I'd still hate.
Oh my!
There's players that that play. I think it was in the first quarter. The ball went out of bounds. He jumped.
First quarter of what? The last game?
Of the last basketball game, yeah. He jumped to a, like out of bounds. I don't know if it was saving
Private
like
Ryan.
to save something going out of bounds. He braced himself, jumped up, and dove into the crowd, unprovoked. What's like? There was nobody pushed him. There was nobody around him. He wasn't even trying to. He wasn't trying to get a call. He was trying to look like he was doing more than he like actually was.
Well, that's
And then
now
on
we're
the
talking about two different things. I thought we were talking about complaining about the calls.
well, he's just like because he's
You
just
just don't
overall
like the
extra.
guy. Why can't it just be end right there? Why are you trying to
But
make
okay, but
this cogent case about
can
why
I
he's
have
so much
but
worse than
okay,
everybody
but
else? You
because
just
you can
don't like
have
the guy.
reasons. You can have reasons.
Okay,
What
but
do you
your
think? That's his
reasons are
first
you
time.
just
You
your
think that's
reasons
his first
ultimately
time?
come to I just don't like the guy.
But do you think that's his first shenanigan he's pulled?
Okay, do you think he's the first nigga to do shenanigans on an NBA fucking
Yeah,
basketball court?
yeah, but he does more.
Exactly, because you don't fucking
Hmm.
like the guy. That's it. Yo,
Well, he
you know
does
who my
more.
favorite player is? Luca. I
Hmm.
would tell you he's the worst. I get frustrated watching him, and he's my
But
favorite
he's
player in the
good.
league, but he's terrible.
But he's good.
What do you mean he's good?
There's
He's a
a
good
difference
player?
where, yes, he's a good player. Like,
That makes it, to me, that makes it worse. If you could ball, you shouldn't do that shit. Kyle Lowry, he's using this shit to stay in the fucking league.
well, okay, well, then yeah, he should be out the league.
Okay,
I
you
think
just
that's
don't
where
like the guy. Why can't it just end there? Why can't it
you
just
know
be I
what it
don't like the guy?
is he would be out the league if it wasn't for the shenanigans, and
And
I'm
there's a
mad that
lot of niggas
shenanigans.
that's just like that, bro. He's not the only one. I know you want to believe that Kyle Lowry's this outlier fucking worst guy in the league when it comes to these things. He's not, bro. Trust me. I watch a lot of fucking basketball, bro. He's not the only
Mm,
one. The fucking league is littered with niggas that cannot fucking really play well enough to be in the league, and they got to do all kinds of fucking tricks and gimmicks. The league is littered
mm.
with guys like that. He's not the only one.
Yeah, maybe I just see it more.
You just don't like the guy.
Eh, it's an oversimplification.
I don't think it needs to be any more complex than I just don't like this guy. Well, I mean that's a perfectly fine take, and I would completely agree with it. I could understand why you don't like the guy. What I don't understand is why you're taking your dislike for the guy and trying to make it into something bigger or something unique and
Yeah, I
special
think
about him specifically to try to justify your dislike for him, bro. You listen, I love you, bro. You are welcome to dislike anybody as much as you want. You don't got to justify it.
I think this is a chicken or the egg situation.
Well, what came first, Kyle Lowry? Your dislike for him or him being
Yeah.
the worst?
Do I dislike him because all the shenanigans, or do the shenanigans cause me to dislike him?
That is I think it's a combination of the two, probably. I think it's a good combination of
So
the
that
two.
the egg was just there.
But
Yo, does somebody? I can't understand Nicholas Batum. Like, I don't think he's had anything done, but he does look like he has, because he's not letting it grow anywhere. But I do think he looks like he's gotten his baldy tattooed. But nobody would do that to like do the cheek hair. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just natural.
he's French, man. French people are weird. French people,
Yeah.
their hair grows different too.
That is true, man. That
They
shit's
grow
usually
weird.
mad
They grow
curly.
hair weirdly. They don't shave the same way everybody else does. They got weird
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Yeah. 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 Well, I just figured
The
bring
weirdest
that up.
looking dude on the Sixers though has to be fucking Campaign.
oh, man, I can't stand Campaign.
Exactly.
He. eh, Oh, there he is. He's just. I say I can't stand Campaign. He hits a three. He did. I don't know if you picked it up, but he during
Look
the
at him
play-in
pounding
game,
his chest.
during the play-in game with against the Miami Heat, he hit a three late, and he did the most annoying celebration I've ever seen in my life. that if I was on the court, I don't know what I'd want to do to him. He shot the three, he made it, and backpedaled like at 50 miles an hour doing the gun thing.
Yo,
I
that's
was like,
mad
yo,
funny.
what is this guy doing, man? I can't.
How did he even end up? How did he even end up on the Sixers? I don't even remember.
It had to be because was he on? No, he was on
He was on
the.
Phoenix.
He was on Phoenix, but did he come directly from Phoenix?
Well, that's the thing. That's why I don't remember how he ended up on Philly, because I'm trying to think. Was he part of the whole? Was he somehow involved in the? Because I know fucking Philly did a deal with did the Harden deal with the Nets, and then the Nets did the Durant deal with Phoenix. I can't remember if he was involved in some way with that deal. I can't remember.
The pick is in for the Washington Commander.
And this
Commander
bum,
skins.
Mikal Bridges, is looking more and more like he's gonna be a Knick.
Oh, really? Why do you say that?
I don't know. I mean, I just keep on seeing all of these like mock trade proposals. Not to say that means it's gonna happen, but I don't know. All I will say is if that ends up happening, I know I've said how much of a disaster I think that will be. The only thing I will say is maybe, and I think I said this before, but maybe if there's something to this whole cohesion situation, maybe that increases his value that he's playing with his homies. That's the only thing I could think of. But if you're getting the Mikal Bridges that is currently a Brooklyn Net, if that's just transferable to the Knicks, I want nothing to do with that, man. I'm good.
Jaden Daniels, number 2 pick. Do you think, because in that situation, you can't have the price raised? Well, they're two separate things. You can't have the price raised on you just because he would be a better fit with the Villanova guys, but also they're probably
Kyle Lowry, Villanova guy, by the way.
Yeah. But you don't know if they're gonna raise the price, because it's like if they do make the deal, they're gonna be reluctant doing the Knicks Nets deal.
So that what you're saying? Will they raise the price for the Knicks?
Well, because exactly, but also like I feel like his price shouldn't be just because he'd be a better fit and be with his friends, you shouldn't have to pay more. And on the Knicks side, obviously, you're going to ask for that on the Nets side.
Well, the thing is, I don't really know. Years ago, I would have thought that trade won't happen because it's Knicks Nets. But I don't know if I feel that way anymore, because just the way that the league goes and how I don't know what Bridges' relationship is with the Nets, the organization, the GM. So if he has a terrible relationship with them, then I would say, yeah, that's probably not gonna, that makes it less likely that if he's trying to go to the Knicks, that's where he'll go. But if he has a good relationship with Sean Marks, maybe they're like, hey, let's get the deal to a certain place and we'll make it happen, whatever. Because even the way that they handled the Kyrie trade versus the KD trade was very different. Because it was like the Kyrie trade,
good soldier, bad soldier.
Exactly. They were like, fuck this nigga. They knew he wanted to go to the Lakers. They were like, I don't give a shit if the Lakers are willing to give us fucking LeBron and Jeannie Buss. We're not gonna take the fucking trade. We don't want to send him where he wants to go. So
this is a Larry. This is a Larry David spite deal.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't know what his relationship with the organization is. Maybe if he has a good, I mean, I don't know. It's just gonna be a tough deal, and I don't know what his value is now because all of those rumors about the amount of draft picks that they were turning down for him. I don't know that they would get that same value on the open market for him now. I know that there's still teams that view him as a valuable piece, but I think his value significantly has diminished this season.
Well, it just feels like after that Squidward meme comment,
Oh, it was the
like
best
I feel like that was kind of like the breaking point. Like it kind of like went downhill from there.
for me.
Like, do you
For me,
disagree?
the
Well,
well,
you, yes.
huh?
For you, the value has been the value.
No, what I was gonna
This
say
is
is for
similar
me
to the
the
Kyle Lowry.
no, I was gonna say for me that was the breaking point, and there was a breaking point, and then there was a rock bottom point. And for me, the rock bottom point was when he
Bikini bottom
apologized to
point.
apologized to the fans, and then dropped like 2 points and like a 50-point loss. That was for me like when I'm like, okay, this guy is toast. This nigga is toast with jelly and butter in the diner.
All right, we got New England only took 5 minutes to get their pick in, so they.
Yo, Flex, you a little ahead of me. Don't ruin it for me.
Oh, I won't spoil it. Yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut. That's why
I
I'm
didn't
not.
even know.
I'm not. No, that's why I'm not on Twitter or anything like that because I don't want to see any of that stuff.
Yeah, because you said the Jaden Daniels shit, and I'm like, fuck. But it's good. It's cool. I'm like, right now, the Patriots are at 523.
Vikings and Giants made a one last pitch to move up
Oh
to
yeah,
3. Yeah,
maybe that's what the quick thing is.
hung up the phone.
No, I'm saying that maybe that's what the quick time is all about.
Remember when Dave
So this is May
Gettleman
right here. Whoever wants May is moving up right now.
remember when Dave Gettleman during the COVID draft at his house put on a mask after he put the phone down?
No, I don't remember that. That's great
Don't
though.
remind me of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear
Dave
that. This
Gettleman,
is
your boy, Dave. That I can say your boy too. That is your boy.
that guy. That guy is.
Me?
He's no
Yes,
longer
you.
here.
You have been
Put
on the
some
Dave
respect.
Gettleman fucking.
Apology.
Yes,
Apology
you have
collection.
been one of his lone voices of support, meek support. But I won't
But
say that.
no.
I won't slander you and say that you're like a big Dave Gettleman supporter. But you don't hear even meek support for him. And yeah, I feel like you're the lone trying to find the silver lining in the Dave Gettleman era voice.
It's my guy.
Okay, well
We're building.
now you've done it to yourself.
We're building.
I'm not gonna take a hot dog and a pretzel. Whatever the fuck he said. What was this quote that he said? I'm not gonna take him for a hot dog and a hot pretzel.
Hey. I'm not getting fleeced.
With that ridiculous fucking that cartoonish Boston accent he be rocking with, sounding like he should have been when they showed him in the draft. He should have been wearing like the outfit that the fucking Boston Celtics mascot wears, like the top hat with the cane with the fucking shamrocks all over him. Because he's like that fucking accent is ridiculous.
The kid. So he said,
He was in
I'm not
full
getting
love with
fleeced.
Daniel
Listen.
Jones.
In full bloom love.
Yeah. Fucking doofus. He got fleeced all over the place. He had a whole fucking line of fleeces that under his name now. Fucking Dave Gettleman's fleece. Get yours now.
Polar Tech. Yeah.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
No.
It's just taking mad long for some reason, man.
What? It's not taking mad long.
There you go.
You got the phone. You got the phone cable connected to the TV.
Damn, I'm fucking tight that these niggas fucked up my first quarter play.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, you had first quarter feeling?
Yeah, I have first quarter, but I also have first half. So
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I took all. I went for the trifecta. First quarter, first half, full game.
Yeah,
Went for the trifecta.
remember how I said I explained the props about the over and under and draft position,
Yeah,
and how because it was a little bit confusing, right?
yeah.
Tell me how I did that, and I fucked it up. Yesterday when I went over to New Jersey to place my over under bets,
Oh
I messed it
no.
up. Yeah.
Oh
So what I
no.
did, yeah. So I noticed it like I did a double take and then I placed the bet in the right direction. Then I emailed. I knew it was a long shot, but I did the Brian Thomas one, and it was actually even the odds allowed me to make my money back on that and still make a couple bucks over
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I was like, all right, fine. But I ended up emailing DraftKings because they make it impossible for you to find where you can contact them at, and they were able to
Tell
contact.
me
I
about it.
explained to them. I explained to them like I placed the bet on the other side too. Like it wouldn't make sense, obviously, to place two bets and against each other. So they did end up canceling it. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it was a one-time thing though. I had to reply and say I acknowledge that this is a one-time thing.
Oh no way.
Yeah, yeah. But obviously that's not something that obviously whatever.
Have you gotten this FanDuel verify you're a human being thing?
No, I haven't been on FanDuel in a few days. Maybe a week or two. So
Yeah, because I got this screen. The last time I went to log in, I got this screen, this shit that like I thought I was being frozen out the account. And it was like verify you're a human, and it said I took a screen grab of it. It says we believe you are using automation tools to browse the website.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Have you been successful in that or?
Yeah. They're just
On
trying to.
FanDuel?
I'm just cooking them too bad. So they're like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! This guy, he really is a robot.
AI.
For real.
Um, the pick
It's
is
so
in
convenient
for
how
the
whenever
Arizona
I'm fucking
Cardinals.
cooking, something goes awry. There's always a problem with the account. Oh wait, that promo's not available anymore. Get the fuck out of here, scumbag.
Yo, I wouldn't be
I've been
surprised
losing
right
on
now.
FanDuel. They didn't ask me shit.
Hey, I told Felipe this. I said I wouldn't be surprised if these guys take Neighbors over Harrison because they always seem to be looking for that small, speedy guy.
Who?
Carolina, the Arizona Cardinals.
Listen, they're not looking for speedy guys. They're just looking for killers. We know this. That's all they're looking for.
If you have
All my guy
if you have
Richie,
indigestion,
Rich Gannon.
if you have indigestion, heartburn,
No, upset
and you
stomach,
have that
diarrhea.
fire in your gut,
Oh.
yeah.
I thought this was a Pepto Bismol commercial, real quick.
Yeah, if
You
you
have
if you
fire
have
in your
stomach
gut.
issues, then it's like death row. If you got stomach issues, come to the Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals are about to be nice next year. Don't sleep.
Yeah.
What's their wins over under again? 4.5, I think it was.
Last year or this year coming in?
This coming year, I think they're at 4.5.
I don't know. It can't be that. Really? Can it be that low?
I thought it was.
Last
I
year
bet
I
it
could
already.
understand
Let
it
me
because
see.
of. Last year I could understand it because of, the Kyler Murray situation. I mean, you didn't know when he was going to start playing, but I don't see how. I don't see why
Oh
why it
no,
would be that
six and a
low.
half. 6.5.
Yeah,
But
that's what that
I
was
think
my guess. Was
I don't. I guess it couldn't have changed. Who did I see that was? They're not the. Are they the? They're not the lowest though. 'Cause I remember seeing somebody that was crazy low. Oh, it was the Panthers. That's right.
Mm.
Panthers over 5.5 at plus money. Oh my goodness. Good Lord, have mercy.
Over 5.5 plus one.
Over 5.5 is right now. It's at plus 122 at FanDuel.
That's crazy.
That is insane. That is insane. They play another. They play an extra game. That is wild.
Yeah, of course.
But I guess, I mean, what off-season acquisitions have they made?
They have paid a lot of money, like for offensive line. They traded for.
I just know that the only one of note is that
Yeah,
they
who was the
traded
wide receiver
away
they traded
Brian
for?
Burns.
They traded away Brian Burns, so they got the extra second round pick. Oh, they got they traded for the Steelers, Deontay Johnson.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Then they got
They
They
did
got
the
Robert
Steelers a
Hunt.
favor with that one.
Yeah. They got Robert Hunt and the other another offensive lineman. They paid crazy amount of money to. I'm not sure what else they did though.
What else they did is
Brown?
this is
They
what they're
extended.
doing here. What they're doing tonight. Broncos are 5.5 too.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at that quarterback room.
What do you mean? They just made a big trade for a quarterback, big time quarterback.
Who's-
They upgraded the quarterback room.
And
Well,
the
it's
draft
crazy.
begins, guys. The draft
It's
begins now.
It's crazy that you can
Why?
you might have upgraded with Zach Wilson, which is crazy.
That is crazy. And the Jets upgraded the second that nigga left the building.
That's what I'm saying. He upgraded two. He upgraded two
That's
quarterback rooms.
the classic, but the classic good for both teams trade.
Win-win.
But usually it's because of the returning player, not because the player who's leaving is such an upgrade.
All right, the draft does start right now in 4 minutes.
Why? What's happening?
The first 4 picks were chalk, and now we got the Los Angeles Chargers on the clock.
Who went one? Caleb Williams?
Yep.
Yep.
And who was 4?
Man.
4 was Marvin Harrison.
Oh, so they didn't take Neighbors.
Nope, they were not Harrison. But
And who-
even betting, these were like, pretty much like you couldn't even bet this because it was so fucking, so obvious or whatever. I guess.
I gotta check to see. I gotta check my notes that I took down of what your Joe Shane demands were. I forgot.
My
I wrote them down though.
it's crazy. My by the time I got over to New Jersey, the Michael Penix over under it was still at 32.5, but it was minus 320. When I gave it to you guys, it was at
Minus
plus
320 to the over or the under.
to the under.
So out of the first round, or in the
No.
first round.
Yo,
In the
hold
first
on.
round.
Yeah.
See, it's still
I don't
confusing,
think he's
man.
going in the first round. Now I don't think he's gonna go first round.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, I mean, the price would suggest that he is.
I know.
Like the way the price, the way it moved, because we're going from plus 150 to minus 320.
I know. But I have sources.
Oh.
Sources that do not believe he will be a first round pick. My source is Shaniqua at the do-rag store.
At the do-rag store.
She told me.
Were you picking up do-rags so you could do your setup and your grading scale of how many do-rags you're going to give to each general manager based on their
No, I wouldn't
performance in
steal.
this?
I wouldn't steal the do-rag scale. There's only one person who uses the do-rag scale. I wouldn't steal that. No, I was in the do-rag store because Lil Bow Wow just dropped a new joint. I wanted to go get it before
Lil
they sold
Bow
out.
Wow just dropped a new
Before they
do-rag?
sold out. Wanted to go cop that before they sold out. Well, didn't he recently do? Did he do Club Shay Shay or something? I saw that he did an interview somewhere where he was talking. I think he was talking about his do-rag company or something, something like that.
A do-rag company.
No,
Did you see
I think he made a lot of money off do-rags.
Did I send you that picture of the do-rag with the devil horns on it?
No, was
that Yo, Cheeks, we
Vince
can't hear
McMahon
you.
do-rag? He keeps
Vince
muting himself.
McMahon-
I don't know what's going on.
I was laughing at the do-rag with the devil horns.
The pick is in.
That was the Vince McMahon do-rag, right?
This is, yeah, right.
No, it was his. That's those are just formed from him putting it on his head.
My nickel. Yeah, you're foul. That's funny. He's like, yo, yeah, let's see. What you think? What you think? Oh, look at your favorite commercial. Yo, what do you think?
Watching the game on Are you watching the game on ESPN or TNT?
I'm watching
What
it
game?
on
MSG. I mean,
The draft?
I'm watching it on TNT.
no, the basketball game.
I'm TNT, but I'm behind
Well,
because
because you said about the commercial, and I didn't have the commercial on either TV.
I'm watching the draft. I was on the draft. That was on, and I think this is NFL. Yo, but Flex, you already know what happened?
No, it just says pick is in.
What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen here?
I don't know, man. He's so unpredictable.
I'm gonna say,
But you think Alt?
I think
they need
neighbors.
They need a wide receiver, man.
I know.
But I could see him doing something crazy, and they were linking J.C. Latham to him. They've been linking him to him like for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, that's why he moved up. That's why he moved up. But well, basically lineman. That's what I was thinking, lineman. So don't tell me though. Don't tell me.
No, I don't know yet. Don't worry.
I'm watching it on
the TV
ESPN too. That's why I'm watching it on the college guys do it. Oh my God! What are you doing, DiVincenzo? Air Bowl.
How come you're not watching the whatever fucking Stu and Billy Gill are doing? How come you're not watching
got
that
two TVs,
coverage?
man.
Yeah, I don't have TV. Who's that? I want to watch Pat McAfee and what's his
Belichick?
name? Belichick. Yeah, I kind of want to see that. The guys, the PFF guys are pretty good. Are good too. I wouldn't mind watching them.
Yeah, that's too much, man.
Yeah, they're gonna do a pre-draft, so I'm gonna be up late watching that shit.
Post?
Pre-draft?
Yeah, post. Excuse me. Post. After this next win, we're gonna take in some PFF post-draft. It's gonna be great, baby.
How are the have the Islanders? What are how the Islanders looking? No, I think didn't they start? Because because the pregame started at 6:30 on ESPN Radio.
They were doing a pregame on ESPN Radio.
No, they do the pre. I think.
For
No,
Islanders?
they don't. They just switched to it. They switched to the actual game.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, Islanders are down. They're down.
Maybe they should be paying attention to the analytics. You remember that?
No.
When Patrick Waugh
Oh yeah, yes.
Giants get the choose between the receivers, baby. Let's
Oh
go
my
2
God,
and
look
3.
at
Let's
this guy.
go. Let's
Yeah, but
go.
how about if they pick your boy McCarthy?
Oh my God, bro! I will
Don't.
fucking don't do that. Why would
We
you
are
do that?
live, and I have to root for that now because of the way you just got so excited. Now I have to
Nah,
root
man,
for that.
chill.
For that to
I
be
need. Come on. Why
captured
would you
on
want that
YouTube
from me?
Live would be the fucking numbers go through the roof.
No, but
Why
I'm
would
just
you do
saying
that
that.
to me, man?
No, I'm saying like, what if they do that to you?
If they
I'm not
do
gonna
that to
do
me,
it.
man, I'm getting off this
I'm
live
not
and I'm
gonna
not
do it.
talking for a couple
No,
of.
come on, come
I'm getting off.
on.
I promise you, if they pick JJ McCarthy, I'm getting off this fucking live, and I need some time. I need some
You
time.
gotta give us at least 5. You gotta give us at least 30 seconds.
I'm gonna be.
I'll give you
I'm gonna
30,
be.
I'll give you an analysis, and then I'll fucking kick my TV.
I gotta be honest. Now I'm kind of rooting for JJ McCarthy too now.
Then and then these niggas is calling me. Yo, hold on a second. Hold on. Fuck.
But they might have the pick already.
No, God forbid, no.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they might.
Maybe Joe
The
Shane
pick
is
is in.
calling. He wants to consult before they
Yep.
make the pick
Yeah, I
official.
know. I need to holler at him. Hold on a second.
Damn, I can't believe my first half, and my first quarter and first half are about to get flushed down the toilet.
And then and hopefully we don't lose. And hopefully we don't lose, because if that'd be whack. If that happens and then we still lose, that'd be whack. Damn, I need a dual fucking phone, man. I need a code.
Yeah, I could feel your nervousness right now.
I'm excited. I think it's Neighbors though. What do you guys think? Neighbors? What do you think?
I mean, it should be Neighbors.
Alt was the pick. Alt was the pick. Now it's between Neighbors or Doomsday. I wouldn't be mad at Doomsday though. I'm telling you right now, if we get a Doomsday or we trade down, I'll be
You
happy.
said you just hated a Doomsday though last week.
Yeah, but no, I don't hate him. I just think there's other guys that that need the attention. And but I'll take a Doomsday. I'll take a Doomsday with over Neighbors just because of the. I feel like we got the speedy guy already, and I would prefer Neighbors. I would prefer Neighbors, but it's not gonna be the end of the world if we get a Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
But who's the quarterback?
JJ McCarthy.
No, seriously, is Jones going to be ready for the season to start?
Yeah, supposedly. Let's see this.
Wow.
You know already?
Yeah, no, I put my microphone on mute just in case.
All right, cool.
Is he walking up? Like, what's going on?
Nah, the pick
Yo,
is
the
in, but
Magic
fucking,
are fucking stomping the Cavs. Holy shit.
Yo, but that's how you realize how different the playoffs is, man. Because they
played 2 playoff games before this.
No, but I'm saying the difference in playing, like with like a team like that, right? In the playoffs, like a young team being away.
Oh, the Magic.
Yeah.
Yo, the Cavs, man. Cavs gonna Cav. I'm glad I didn't take the Cavs. I was real tempted to take the Cavs, but holy shit. Getting cooked.
Not like JJ McCarthy is, but we're about to get an answer at least for the 6th pick in the draft.
Nigga put his shit up to 40.
With the 6th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Malik Pittsburgh.
Congratulations, Cheeks.
Daniels at LSU.
Beautiful. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. I love it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh, this is pretty much chalk. Wow. That was nerve-wracking, bro. That was nerve-wracking. Ooh.
The Giants made it. They can make them a lot of different ways, and I think this is going to be Brown's doing a good job, but you know what? This guy
Great stuff, kid. Great stuff.
screens throwing it down the seam or throwing the deep ball.
We got Baby Hill over here. Baby Tyreek Hill.
Think so?
I mean, possibly. Damn, why can't I hear you? Yep. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, there. Baby Hill right here, boys.
On or off the field?
Now both, I guess. Now there is, I heard there was off the field shit, but oh, so fast, gosh.
On the Giants fan. They were a little bit of a lost team last year. They were 6-11 after coming off a playoff years.
We're gonna be small though. Pause. There's gonna be a lot of short guys out there, but I'll take it.
That's who he is, and there's some stuff.
But yeah,
All right,
man.
so what's the? All right, we got the Selly. Are we gonna get the analysis of the pig or?
Yeah, let's go. I love it, man. I love it. I love the pick. I thought that was the pick. If not trade down, but yeah, man, Malik Neighbors, bro. You know, it was him and we got the second best receiver, best overall athlete in the draft. So what you know, we can't really cry about that. You know, so let's see what happens. You know, you got to untap these guys. That's the key about the draft. But as far as right now, so far so good. Malik Neighbors, excellent. I'm very excited to see what the Jets do. If the Jets try to move up here and get Odunze, or Chicago's gonna take Odunze. But
So Joe
Excuse me,
Shane
let me-
survives first night.
survives the first night, man. This is
It's
great,
like
great step for
five
him.
nights at Freddy's. He survived the first night.
he gets an A plus. I mean, it felt. I mean, it's just like the other draft with Evans and even though the Evans pick doesn't look too great, but it's almost handed to you. You know, you fuck that up if you overthink it and you really trying to fuck that up. You know. But again, I wouldn't have been mad with Odunze because I think Odunze fits the roster too. So as far as height and things of that nature. So, but Malik Neighbors is, I think, the more explosive receiver, obviously.
So what
And,
happens to
man,
Jalen Hyatt now? He's nothing.
I mean, that
Yeah, what are they
third,
going to do with that? Is there room for 2 Hall of Famers on Hall of Fame wide receivers on the Giants?
Who's the other one?
What do you mean, Jalen Hyatt? The way they talked Jalen Hyatt up.
Don't
last
do that,
year,
man. Come on. I've been nothing but
No.
supporting you. Why you
I'm
gonna
not
do that?
saying you said that. I'm
I
saying
know,
the
but
way
you,
that.
but you're coming
the
at
way
you're
people-
coming at the Giants for no reason.
No, but it was more like the people who talk about, like, you know, you hear all that. I don't know.
All right, the gloves is off. I hope you get Brock Bowers here.
No, I was genuinely just asking because did you not like the potential of Robinson and Hyatt?
Yeah, but I think Hyatt still got place for Hyatt because who's your number one? You're gonna
And what
go
about
with
Robinson? Who's the? I'm just thinking, who's the
No,
odd
the
man
one-
out
the
there?
1, 2,
Can't be
3.
all three,
No,
right?
I like the
no
1, 2, 3.
Slayton. You got to give Slayton a spot because he's been producing for you, so you got to give Slayton a spot. So there is one, and I think it would have to be a Hyatt. I would have to slide
Because
down.
I'm just thinking because he's the more recent of the picks. Robinson
Yeah.
was. I feel like he. Just from a pick standpoint, when the picks were made, what year they were made, I feel like Robinson would be the odd man out. But But
Yeah,
at the
but he
same
was
time,
higher
I
pick.
feel
I
like
think
he
he
was
was a
the one
higher
that
pick.
produced the most last year.
Yeah.
And he was a higher pick too. I think it goes by the way. It remains the way they were
Yeah,
drafted. I
what pick
think
was he?
he was
Well,
in the
because
second round.
no, Hiley was the top of the third.
Hyatt
Slayton
was
was
third.
sixth. Slayton was sixth. Wandale was second.
No,
round.
no, Slayton. Slayton was 6 like 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, he's talking about the three. Oh,
Yeah.
he's talking about Hyatt, Robinson, and Neighbors.
They've
So I
Yeah,
drafted.
so
think it's
I don't know.
They've drafted receivers the last 3 years back to back to back.
yeah.
I feel like that's a good I like the way that the Giants wide receivers are set up, where you have the taller, lankier, straight line speed, Jalen Hyatt. You got Malik Neighbors who could do both inside and out, and is shifty and after the catch could get the ball. And then you got the smaller guy that you could kind of move around. You could you could put him up on the line, move him, do the jet sweeps, and you like do the slot, the typical slot stuff. And then because that's what I'm saying. Like it looks like Slayton might be on his way out because first, like he was upset. Didn't he didn't show up to the.
Yeah,
You know
he
who's
didn't
on
get
his
he
way
didn't get
out?
the
Your
money.
boy
on it.
Darren Waller.
I know.
Darren Waller, man. That guy's
Shout
a
out
head
to
case,
him, man. He opened the door for us, man. Salute.
It's funny because I was very like, yo, this guy's, there's a question mark there, But it's funny because my son was like, yo, I don't trust. He literally said, I don't trust. Well, once we signed him, he's like, I don't trust him. I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I spoke to other adults that didn't see that shit. They were like, nah, what are you talking about? Waller's it? And I'm like, yo, my son he sometimes, no homo, he fucking blows my mind. It's like, yo, he's so aware of little things that.
He should have told Kelsey Plum.
I just predicted this pick.
Keisha Plum. Whoa, what you got?
Kelsey. I just predicted the Titans pick. My son is here. He's my testimony.
Hold on, man. Who would they go? They would go.
He should have told Kelsey Plum, man. Save everybody some problems.
Roma Dunze? Nah, there's got to be alignment. There's got to be. I'm gonna say this is what's that kid from? Was it Alabama? Lynn Hall? Lynn?
Jeremy Lin?
No, Lynn Hall. Whatever the fuck his name is. Whatever. Fuck. Too many names.
Lindgren? The goalie
the
the goalie for the Capitals?
No, the tackle for Alabama, I believe, ain't it? Alabama.
You're just too far behind. Switch over to why aren't you on NFL Network?
Because they're not doing. I don't have that. They got the other shit. Remember, I stream on my shit.
Oh,
All right, I think the stream is done, right?
yeah.
Sure.
The show is over.
Yeah, let's do that. Good shit.
I mean, unless y'all got more draft
But you had
takes.
you had something.
I'm
to
actually
do.
trying to go get some eat. Oh, here it is. Let's see what it is. You predicted this, huh?
Mm.
Let me get.
He said that Nick Saban, his offensive lineman, you got a smile on your face. What's this line?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Latham.
Yeah,
You knew
no,
what I was talking about.
I was playing stupid because I didn't want to tip it off.
Damn, we should have betted all these. We were fucking right on.
Yeah, but these are too chalk. There was no money in this, man. Like the first
No.
4 picks, like way that they went, they were all chalk. It was like minus money. It was like, I think the four that it went in, the first
Okay,
4
so then-
picks,
so
the first 4
who's
picks
Atlanta
in the
getting?
order, the first 4 picks in the order was plus 150. It was crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It changed that at the Chargers, right?
I don't know. Can somebody trade up for JJ McCarthy here? That's
Nah, man, he's gonna fall out the second. He's gonna fall off the first.
all right.
That was all smoke screens, bro. His stock started rising the moment fucking the smoke screen season.
Yeah, but those
Okay,
smoke
what-
screens usually turn out to be a real fire.
Yeah.
At least in the last couple of years, like not, and I'm not saying this to be fucked up, but I feel like that's exactly how we got Zach Wilson
Yeah, and Daniel Jones.
and Daniel Jones, exactly.
Yeah, but that's Gettleman.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's still.
But that's all it takes. Like all it takes is one of these dudes to be like, "Yo, I'm feeling JJ McCarthy. Like I'm full bloom love."
Yeah, but I feel like Gettleman was speaking to other GMs and they were like,
it's like telling everybody.
This guy's so stupid. Let's just tell him we want guys.
Like the other GMs are like in a room, like two GMs was like, "Yo, listen, listen to this nigga."
You'll never believe what I just told Gettleman.
Put it on speakerphone, and like they're in a circle laughing at it.
Yo, for real.
It's fun.
Like that
That's
fucking
so
that picture, that meme of like whatever, that group of white guys that they're all like laughing hysterically.
Yo, for real.
He's the type that you could have gotten with AI, just a fake AI like face fucking thing, and then he thinks it's the GM. He's like, if you don't take Daniel Jones, I'm gonna take him next. Watch.
Yo, he got out at the wrong time. I will say though, at the right time, because that shit could have happened to him if he was still the GM this year.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah! That's why Joe Shane got the thing. Is so we like him because he's such a liar. He's literally lied every step of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So he's your boy.
No, I'm not saying all that.
But he survived the first night so far, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who the Falcons getting?
Yo, listen, Penix is in the mix for Atlanta Falcons right now.
Ooh. If there's any do-rag, any market that could survive a do-rag quarterback, it's the Falcons. Mm-hmm. They've done it before.
Yo, who you got right here? Turner?
Michael Turner, he wore a do-rag too, didn't he?
Burner Turner.
Yeah.
I mean, either the cornerback to pair with Terrion Arnold or the edge rush.
Adonai Mitchell?
Hell no, you crazy?
Who are you talking about?
Right now?
No, I'm saying you're asking me, right?
You think that Adonai Mitchell is going here?
No, I didn't think that. You just not Adonai Mitchell, the receiver. I'm sorry.
Quinyon Mitchell. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about?
No, or Terrion Arnold.
Come on, man. Quinyon Mitchell. What the fuck?
Yo,
what the fuck? You're gonna confuse your Mitchells like that. We're doing a draft show here.
I'm the worst with names, bro.
Oh!
I think he was talking about Donovan Mitchell.
It's the DT, ain't it?
Wow.
It's the DT, ain't it?
Wow. I'm gonna just say wow.
So they took a Doomsday from the Jets? No way.
No, they traded JJ McCarthy.
Did they? This is my last pick, though, guys.
I gotta see your reaction for this one. This shit is out of left field, bro.
Juan Soto.
So then it has to be
Juan Soto.
No, it has to be. Damn, what are their needs? Lineman? No.
Whose pick is this? The Falcons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're probably gonna go.
They drafted another tight end. They took Brock Bowers. They took another tight end.
That would be crazy.
That's what they.
I can't even look at your brother. Your brother's text me. I can't even look because I don't know if it's like getting stuff earlier.
Yeah, you can't look. Yeah. Oh my God, let's see what happens. Bowers would be the last thing I would think.
No, it's Bowers. That's what I believe. I believe it's gonna be Bowers.
Romaduzzi.
Or Bowser.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
I told you.
The do-rag is back in Atlanta, baby. Freaknik is on.
They just did the Green Bay.
Nah.
They're gonna sit him for a year. Kirk Cousins gonna get hurt.
They'll sit him for a year. He's gonna be 30.
Oh, Penix.
Wow,
Yeah,
I
that's
can't believe they
right.
did that, son.
Well, that's one of my
They must feel
my
that. They must
over
feel that.
one of my
They
over
must feel
No,
that.
I think they got backlash when they signed Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah,
They wanted to bring the black fans back into the dome.
yo, see, can you imagine they do this? You have two quarterbacks, a righty, a lefty, and then sometimes you throw this guy in,
Switch
and it's
hitter.
like the reveal, like you do a reveal, like right before the game, and the starting quarterback comes out last second. You know, they pull the thing over, like from over his
Yo, why
head.
they compare him to Joe Flacco is so disrespectful.
Joe Flacco
And you
is
know
very
that at some point in the season, the Falcons are gonna get a win, and we're gonna get a video of Kirk Cousins with a do rag. That's coming.
That's crazy.
Yo, yeah, Kirk Cousins one do rag, then you got Michael Penix with two do rags.
That's crazy.
And then you got Kyle Pitts
Thanks, man.
with no do rags, just do.
Two Deweys, two Deweys.
This is gonna be the
Dude.
oh yeah, good pass, yo.
Dude.
Hartenstein's the man, yo. Yeah, that's gonna be the the fucking the newspaper title fucking headline tomorrow. From rich to rags.
Nice. I like that. The Atlanta Gazette, or whatever the fuck their newspaper is. What is the Atlanta? The Atlanta Constitutional or something like that?
Fuck, I don't know.
All right, stream is over. We'll do a full draft recap next week. By then,
Yeah.
we'll be looking at Knicks Pacers or Knicks fucking Bucks, whoever ends up coming out of there. But
Yeah, from your-
this series will definitely be over by then.
Yeah, word.
We'll recap it.
All right, my brothers.